Hey y'all, it is Tonya out here, plus size wellness advocate. I haven't checked in with y'all for a while, so I just wanted to do a video for y'all. Say what's going on, what's going on with y'all. I've been loving the messages y'all been sending me. I've gotten the emails, the inboxes on Facebook, and I'm appreciating the love. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, because you don't understand how important this is to me. This is an important mission for me, and this is my passion right now in life. So, thank y'all for embracing it with me. Thank y'all to those that contacted me that want to be on the show for the podcast, as well as I got someone that wants to be in the magazine. I was like, wow, thank y'all. And also, persons wanting to come on for sponsorship with the expo that's coming next year. So this is a movement. This is a revolution. And we have to see it as such. It is a revolution. Taking back health is a revolutionary act. And it's liberating. And that's what it's all about. It's all about the liberation. So I, again, am thankful truly from my heart to all of y'all that have just given me words of kindness, have come on and just patted me on the back, or pushing me forward with your frequency. Because that's what it's about. It's about the energy. And all that I plan to do and all that I am doing, I still need y'all. It's all about all of us. We all still a community. I can't do this by myself. So, like I said, I just wanted to check in and say thank you and just be in gratitude today. That's just where I'm at. I'm in a moment of gratitude today. It is Monday, September the 19th, 2016. We know it's Monday, Moon Day. The Mama Goddess Day are set. Yes, we're wearing our blue, Yemaya, whatever name you call her by. Yes, we're wearing our blue today. And also, I was looking at my clothes today and I was like, oh my gosh, this is just looking so whatever. You know, I'm going through that psychology of losing weight. And my main weight loss has been in this area. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'm loving it though because it's, defining my shoulders again and my waist has went down. My side booty went down, you know how you go through the process. But looking at my clothes now and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, okay, we're gonna have to retire the shirt soon and start just embracing um, wearing clothes that are, more form fitting and stuff like that. Just going through that psychology, y'all. And anybody that has gone through this, I'm sure you can relate to what I'm talking about. I always tell my friends now, next summer, y'all, I'm just letting y'all know I might be a little bit, because I'm so used to dressing so modest. I've always been like that basically all my life since I was around 12. So I've always been that modest dresser and stuff like that. But I'm coming out of that, and I'm like, next year it's gonna be on like bang, because I ain't doing all of this for to be hiding nothing. Because first of all, it's about nurturing our curves holistically. And why not show off your curves? Why not, But hey, I'm definitely, y'all already know me. I'm modest to a certain point either way, and I believe in doing things with class. So even if you're gonna show off your body, you're gonna show off do it classy. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be nasty with your stuff, cause I don't give a damn on what size you are. Nasty is nasty. So let's always be classy. All right. Remember I said that, y'all. And we're about to start a Facebook group on Facebook for Plus Size Wellness, and I'm looking for all my plus size wellness divas and dudes to come on, and let's get in there together as a group and encourage one another and amp each other up and big each other up and push each other towards wellness. Like, again, the magazine will be coming out. I hadn't planned to do a plus size wellness magazine. I was just going to do a newsletter, but it was asked that I do magazine, so I will be doing the plus size wellness magazine. If y'all have ever seen, excuse me 1 minute, let me change this on right here. Okay, I just realized that was fine. Okay, so if you've ever seen the Remedy Mag, which you can go into the Remedy Mag, which is another one of my publications that I actually published in 2014. The Remedy Mag, pardon, so TheRemedymag.com. Go there and you can see the outline of the magazine. Plus Size Wellness magazine, of course, will be 100 times on a whole nother level than that. and we will be having that available in digital and print. So plus size mag will be available in digital and print. It will be published bi-monthly. First issue will be for the January February issue, which will publish in December, so you'll have that in time for the holidays. All right, so again, plussizewellness.com, plussizewellness.com. Gotta remember that name, y'all. And I'm looking forward to coming to y'all's towns, coming to your area. We have the U.S., the 10 Unhealthiest Cities in the U.S. tour coming up, and that begins March 2017. So I am looking to come to the 10 unhealthiest cities in the U.S. And I'm so happy to say that Atlanta is not one of the top 10. And my hometown, New York, is not one of the top 10. But we got to do better because the top 10 are all in the South. All of them are south of the Mason-Dixie line. So that says something about the South and how we have to embrace health in a totally different way. And as we know that we eat, the big meals and the succulent soul food, and everybody want the fried pork chops, fried chicken, fried everything, and etc. But when we're eating that, we're not moving, because down south you're not moving as much as you do in the north. When you walk into the train, or you're walking down the street, or it's always busy and etc. Here we walk from building to car to the next place, back to the car, then back into the car. So you're not moving. You're not getting that movement. It's not like back in time when you would come to the south or whatever, and you'd be down in the south and people were moving. You were in the yard, or you were farming, you were planting, and you were doing these things that helped you to burn off energy. So it's totally different. And that reminds me when we were growing up. Every summer we went to the south and gained weight. Because you just would eat that hearty food, compared to being outdoors. So it is a big difference, but we have to take that responsibility for our health, and especially in understanding that, this here is design system to annihilate us as a people. It is what it is. I gotta keep it plain and to the point. We can't sugarcoat this crap, because when I came to that realization, it was like, dang, come on now. Because for so long I've been studying this. I've been into health and into wellness almost forever. And I could tell somebody what to take, and I could tell and I could do it for myself. But it's like, at one point did I have to really come to that realization, like, all of this is an industry, just like that soy crap that we be consuming a lot. They ain't no good neither. So it's like we have to see these industries and these design systems that are there that are genocide on us. It's like the stress. How many of us are walking around with stress? At one point I was eating totally good, but I was stressed to freak out, and that's what was affecting my health. Especially we as sisters, we carry that stress, and we carry it in our midriff area when we wonder why we have these bellies. That stress, like Spirit gave me the other day this saying. It was like, don't focus on losing weight, because it's not really about the weight, it's what's causing the weight. And what's causing the weight is waste, which is toxins, baggage, emotional baggage, because a lot of us carry baggage, So it's all of that. It's the toxicity, it's the foods, it's the thought. It's all of this. And it's all strategically designed. And let's be very clear on that. It is strategically designed to keep us sick and to kill us. And I'm specifically talking to black men and black women of African descent that are living here in a diaspora called the United States of America, and in the Caribbean, because it's starting to go there too. We're getting high incidences of diabetes in the Caribbean and in Africa, because I look at people's food consumption in Africa. When I have people I talk to now, I ask them, like, okay, because I watch a lot of Nollywood movies and I know everything ain't real on everything. So I ask them, like, why when I watch the movies, they never eating vegetables? It's always starch and protein. It's always meat and a whole lot of starch, like rice and the yam and cassava and all these things. And they told us, like, yeah, they don't eat a lot of vegetables in Africa. That has to change. So a lot of things we have to look at and realize that they're learned behaviors that are part of our DNA. And then when we became conditioned into this society here in the United States, these behaviors, and then we're giving other foods that were, not balanced for us, that weren't for our body system. And then now, we learned how to adapt to that on a certain level. But now when we spin it up to the end of the 20th century to the 21st century, now we are eating junk and a whole lot of carbs and proteins and meats that we don't know what they've injected in the meats, how the meat was raised, because Lord knows, what they're eating or what they're feeding the cows and the chickens and stuff. And when you watch enough documentaries to see that this is a real thing here, then you wonder, like, okay, well, at what point do I stop? That has to be a question. At what point do I stop? Because it's no longer really a point at what point they started, because it's really, who cares? We know it's there and it's strategically planned, so at what point do you stop and change that? Because you're responsible for your own self. I'm responsible for my own self. So I had to come to that realization, because it was like, okay, Tonya, no, you're no longer just overweight, baby. You've come to a point of being obese. So what caused that? What psychologically had you so phased out somewhere that you didn't ever realize that you were doing this to yourself, or what was happening to you? When did it just become so comfortable? And that's what we're going to deal with in the plus size wellness group on Facebook. We need to come together and discuss this stuff. Whenever you get me in a setting with you and we're doing workshops or seminars, we're going to discuss that, because this is real. And hey, I'm a big girl checking another big girl and another big guy, and I expect y'all to check me back too. And that's how it has to be, because it's all about us saving ourselves. Nobody else is going to save us. So we have to put our pride aside and our little whatever and save ourselves. So as I'm on this journey and I'm doing this, I want to take others with me. Like, let's do this. It's time to heal. A lot of you always hear me say, it's time to heal. It's time to heal for real. So that when we come back, if we ever have to come back here, we don't carry these same conditions, but we come back a better person, a better soul. Because we're dealing with stuff from the soul plane that's really got us doped out. Shoot. Spirit showed me a lot of us, us plus size sisters, that are over here. We were those mamas that were in the house with Massa. We were the mama. Yeah. We were that Aunt Jemima. We were the mammy. And we haven't dealt with that. We have not dealt with that pain, because that's a real pain. And now we interact it in a whole nother way. Because we already had curves. We already had our thickness. And we love our thickness and we love our curves. We don't ever regret that, sweetheart, because that is the divine feminine. That is the divine feminine. That is mama, and she has the power to heal. And the divine feminine and mama is the one that's going to heal the children and heal our men. All this thickness. So the sisters with the big breast, the big hips. Yeah, the wide hips. Honey, I love my wide hips. It is what I am. And I am goddess. No one that is of a finite substance could ever take that thought away from me, or that knowing from me. Because Creator made me, and I know who I am. Sisters that have the big behinds, big thighs, big legs, big arms, whatever you got, baby. Love you. Nurture your curves holistically. That means you keep your curves, you adore them, talk to them, touch them, speak to them. because they're here to work on this plane. But we have to know how to tap into that and make it work for us. Because we have been given a commission. Divine Feminine, Goddess. You've been given all of that ampleness so that you can carry your children, which is you are mother of civilization. You got to carry your children. Got to heal your man. I know it might seem like sometimes like, but you know what? Whatever we see here is us. It's caused by us. We raise the babies and they become grown-ups. Whatever we see in our generations now that we don't agree with, we got only blame ourselves because we're the generation that raised them and the generation that faults us for stuff. We got to blame them because they made us the way. Hey, it's time to heal for real. It's time to heal for real. And stop the BS. Because a nation can rise no higher than this woman. And in understanding and knowing that, then we know that we have to, as the woman, we have to raise our standard. Because we can't expect our men and our children to act right when we ain't acting right. We can't expect our men and our children to treat us right if we're not treating ourselves right. We raised the standard, women. Come on, mamas. We raised the standard. So what standard are you at? And I'm checking myself too when I'm asking these questions because I know I'm dealing with some stuff. I'm like, girl, what standard you at? Come on, Tonya. So we could do this. We got to check each other. That's what I'm saying. We got to check each other. And that's what the love of it is about. I'm blessed to have some strong sister warriors in my immediate circle. And they check me and I check them and we just keep each other balanced. That's what that Ma'at is about. True Ma'at is when we as sisters can come and say, you know what, girl, you need to stop such and such, or maybe you need to do such and such, or hey, how are you loving yourself today? That's the question we need to start asking ourselves and each other. Instead of asking how are you loving yourself today? What are you going to do to acknowledge your love of yourself today? That's a good one. Glad I got this on video so I can go back and write that down. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine Spirit, for that one. Yeah. How are you loving yourself today? So, this is me just checking in with y'all. Like I said, I didn't expect to share all of this. I expected to actually do this for about maybe a minute to 2 minutes. And just be like plussizewellness.com, give a plug. Hey, how y'all doing? But yeah, check out the website, y'all. I am an author. Hey, y'all can get my books. Purchase my books, y'all. I'm actually working on the next book, which I haven't actually been working on like I should. I'm gonna be honest. But what type of woman are you? That's coming out next year. Sometime next year. Let me say it like that because I know right now my focus really is plus size wellness. So that's coming next year, and my honor. I told a couple of y'all that I will be doing an honor to Mama Sarah Bartman, and that actually will be manifesting very soon as well. And I will be incorporating that in the plus size wellness theme because that is our honorary ancestor that oversees this is Mama Sarah Bartman. And also it is my ancestor, my personal ancestor and direct ancestor that Plus Size Wellness is dedicated to is my niece, Deborah Lorraine Boyd. That was my heart. That was my niece. That was more like my sister. We were cousins. What a niece and aunt. So yeah, it's dedicated to her too. We lost her a couple of years ago. And she came to me a couple of weeks ago and visited me, and yeah, her spirit, her soul. And that's my girl. Yeah. So with all that, just remember that it's all about being whole. Mind, body, and soul. A lot of people say mind, body, and spirit, but I always remember spirit is always whole. That's real. Spirit is never out of sync. If we follow spirit, we wouldn't be in half the stuff we're in. It's your mind, body, and your soul. Yes, that wholeness of bringing it all back together. Because once you have all that back together, then you're in your true spiritual self and your completeness. Remember that. All right, loves. Again, this is Tonya L, the plus size wellness advocate. And I'm going to say peace to y'all, and I'll be talking to y'all soon. Remember, plussizewellness.com. If y'all need to reach me, y'all can email me, Tonya, and that is Tonya with an O and a Y and not an I. TONYA at plussizewellness.com. All right, and if y'all need to plug me, if y'all need to call or text me, 404-809-6844. I'm definitely still looking for guests for our podcast show, as well as persons to be in the magazine, advertisers for the magazine, sponsors for all that I'm doing, and partners. Definitely partners. So let's link up. Let's make this happen, y'all. Love y'all. Peace.